Hello everyone, my name is Ilhuicamina. I come from Sons of KS Latam. We are here with Kobe from LCS and also Talent from LCS. It's a place, it's a great honor have you in this interview. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Awesome. Yeah. Super happy to be here.
And also, before to start, how do you feel this new season and this new tournament in the LCS? Do you are excited for this start?
I'm super excited because mainly Dignitas had a really big between spring and summer split off season. I don't think we've ever had a team like completely rebuild like this from spring to summer. And they got a whole bunch of kind of like older star players that weren't on teams in spring, like Spica, Licorice, Sven, Jensen, all these players, and kind of brought them together. And we'll see if it's some kind of blue shell or some kind of super team that they're able to get into shape quick enough. Or maybe it's they're too rusty and it takes a while. But I think that's super exciting. Cloud9 getting Thanatos is also super exciting off season.
Okay, and the reason for this interview is for coming to the Latin America people to meet you and also to know what is about the LCS. So, my first question about that it's gonna be how do you reach or get started in LCS?
How did I start in the LCS? Oh wow, it's that's a long one. Yeah, I originally was a founding member of CLG, which doesn't exist anymore. But actually, yeah, I have one of their shirts right now. Was one of the original teams of the LCS. So I played jungle, and then when I retired, I heard they were starting the LCS. I applied to Riot to try and be a shoutcaster when there weren't very many at the time. And I got in and casted the very first qualifying tournament for the LCS. And then I've been an LCS caster for every single season of the LCS and cast Worlds and MSI every year. And has been a very, very fun experience.
As a caster, uh, if you can tell me your best moment, what will be?
Oh, man. My favorite moments, I guess. Let's see. My top like three. Is probably between CLG versus TSM at Madison Square Garden when CLG won their first championship,
Okay.
or it would be at MSI when CLG had this really big comeback versus RNG, and that was the like I never doubted them moment. MSI 2016 when CLG made it all the way to finals. Um, so many of the like big moments, especially where North America did well internationally. 2018 Worlds was also a really another really big one for Cloud9 when they made quarterfinals and beat Africa in full best of five. All those moments really get me, super invested. I love, especially when we have live events and there are like, stadiums full of fans that are also passionate about League of Legends, and you can feel the energy of the fans that love it so much.
And also, how has the LCS changed since you first joined it?
Oh, I mean, since I first joined, it was the very beginning, and so it's gotten way bigger.
Oh, but
Yeah,
right now the change is more bigger.
yeah, it's gotten way bigger. Like we changed studios a bunch. It's actually gone through so many changes, and now this year actually going back down to 8 teams. When where we kind of actually started with condensing the league a little bit. I feel like this year has made the league even more competitive. Like the teams are a lot closer together, and especially with some of these off-season changes with Dignitas, I think getting significantly better. I just think that this year is going to be one of the most like competitive seasons of LCS where the teams are really close, especially in the middle of the pack.
Okay, and also, what does your typical preparation process look like before the broadcast?
Let's see. I mean, I watch a little. Since LCK and LPL are on kind of at nighttime for North America, I'll wake up, and if there's a games for like, headline teams, like, like T1 or RNG or like Billy or something like that, then yeah, I'll take a look at those VODs, or look at like the Reddit threads and stuff and see if new champs are being played, new strategies, stuff like that. But we have story meetings in the LCS where we come and we like brainstorm what types of stories are going to be really big for this week, new patches, changes in teams, stuff like that. And then also VOD review. VOD review is really important. Trying to look back and see what moments you can make cleaner, what moments you can make more exciting, what moments you might have the opportunity to like explain some little insight into the game and help people feel like maybe they learned something while they're watching also, are all kind of different things that you're trying to juggle and trying to improve on. I think that's one of the coolest things about casting, is that you are always trying to improve. I've been doing it for 11 years now, and I'm still just like, there's always, after every single cast, I'm like, oh, I could have done this better, could have done that better. Always looking to fix things and improve things.
And also, how do you stay updated with the latest strategy and players developer?
I personally grind a lot of ranks myself, solo queue, to try and keep up with the game, and I also talk a lot with the pro players about their scrims and about strategies that are going on, and about individual matchups, to try and stay up to date that way. And then I think it's also really important to like get a little bit of the VOD watching of LCK and LPL, especially because they really are, those two leagues in particular, playing the game at really the highest level. And so there's always, some little insights or some little things that they just do better.
Okay, this question is made for the community in Latin America, and I am part of the program of community in Spanish. And this question is made for that people they want to be a casters or broadcasters. And the first question: do you have to be a pro player or play very good a game for to be a good casters, or knowing about the knowing have knowledge about the game?
I don't think you have to. It definitely helps. Of course, it does help. But you can definitely grind VODs a lot, and do your research and do your preparation, and still bring interesting things to a cast. Humor is also very important. Humor, excitement, obviously knowledge also is going to be a really important one there. But yeah, it's just it does take a lot of work and a lot of prep to put in.
Okay, and how do what advice will you be sorry, what advice will you give to someone aspiring to become a caster or broadcaster talent?
I would say it's gonna be difficult if you're starting now, but if you're really passionate about it, and you can put in the time and effort, then I would say don't worry too much about pressing play or getting posting a VOD up there. I say just start doing it now, and then you can review your own work, and then you'll be able to build on that and make the improvements with yourself, and you'll be able to see those incremental improvements, and be able to push through.
And also, what skills are qualities are most important in this field?
Ooh, I feel like there's so many, because each like caster's voice is kind of unique to them, and so I'd say maybe one my most important thing would be true to yourself, and whatever got you into League of Legends and whatever you find most interesting and you care the most about. I think if you talk a lot around that and you build on that, then people are going to see that and recognize that, and they'll appreciate that about you, and that kind of honesty, and that true like love for the game.
Okay, I have a lot more questions with the community in Latin America, but they only have 10 minutes and they already ended. So, what message would you like to share with the Latin America audience to encourage them to watch the LCS?
Well, I definitely really appreciate the support. I think that LATAM is growing and it's really exciting. And so I'm just really happy to embrace all the LATAM viewers and welcome them over. And I would also say Estral did have some really good games versus T1. I was really impressed at MSI. Obviously, very tough opponent, but to be able to play the world champions, I thought at that level was really cool. Obviously, I'm always rooting for Jose and Cody especially.
Yeah. And do you want to send some messages or greetings for all the people in Latin America?
Yeah, I'd say thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, and hope to see you this year.
Okay, was a great honor to have an interview with you. Thank you very much for this interview. I hope they enjoy this season, the LCS. Thank you very
Thank
much
you
for
so
being here.
much. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Good luck.